we're checking out the only game where you can find roller coasters that absolutely should not exist. It's GTA. Yeah, someone made an entire Kraken GTA roller coaster. Look at the horrible being back there. First things first, though. Checkpoint! I have been told that the ridiculousness gets worse and worse as time goes on, and looking at this ribbon of stupidity, I can see I'm not going to be disappointed. Now, I'm dead. I was going to say, this is a roller coaster, so things don't exactly work like I'm accustomed to. Oh yeah! Oh, this is happening. Oh, no, it's not. Hey, I get a close-up view of the octopus. The Kraken is like the movie The Ring. It's the last thing you see before you die, eh? All right, this ribbon is really gonna be a pain. Feel the terror of the first-person view roller coaster! Oh, this is actually working out incredibly well. I should have done this from the beginning. Ah! If this is the first obstacle, like, where does it go from here? I'm not going to be beaten by something I've eaten at an appetizer at a restaurant. All right, yeah. All right, I have to remember, this is a roller coaster, nice and smooth. There it is. Okay, maybe not. I feel like this is one of those roller coasters that is specifically made for you to die. This is absurd! Wow. First person agony! Ow. That was amazing. I have literally landed on top of a tentacle from that jump. So after making this like literal insanity, I was about to cry myself to sleep. There is a checkpoint though. Ow. I'm on a tentacle. Not gonna lie, this is probably the best roller coaster I've ever been on. So, oh my God, no. Ow. Checkpoint. All right, Octa Satan, what else you got for me? In case you're wondering what an Octa Satan is, it's like regular Satan, only it's 8 times as bad. I think the best way to do this, not a pedestrian in the water, is to just barely, yeah, look at this. Oh yeah. Oh, we're sticking real good. Now watch this. Yeah, like a slalom, only much more violent. And, come on, baby. Yeah, here we go. Hey, around the tentacle. Hug on the right. Why spend your money? Oh my God, no. Nope, stop. I'm gonna flood out. Okay, here's the plan. We gotta wait until the water recedes a little bit. All right, hurricane sadness. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I feel like we need more speed than this. Can a roller coaster go backwards? Yeah, why not? It's better than being stuck on it while they try and repair whatever is wrong. Checkpoint. Whoa. Okay, so the creator said if I want to see something really cool, I have to sit here for like 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Well, let's say octopuses can like change their colors or do some kind of camouflage. I'm not really sure how that happened. That was pretty awesome though. All right. Oh, I'm gonna hate this as much as the last one. Time for another ribbon of agony. You know what would have been great? If I would have gotten like another 6 inches of ribbon on either side. I get anxiety just looking at this thing. I can't see what I'm doing. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm like a baby bird learning how to fly really, really poorly. I swear to God, I'm gonna find my bird parent that kicked me out of the nest. I'm gonna kick him in the face. Oh yeah. Oh, this is happening. Come on, baby. Roller coaster it. Roller coaster it. Yeah! Wow! Yeah! Epic landing. And checkpoint! That was awful. Now I get to stare into the eyes of Satan, the magical octopus over here. All right, so what else you got for me? Okay. Nice ribbon. I'm getting pretty good at these at this point. What? Ow! Okay, so apparently I have no choice but to die the first time. There's really no way around it. And now I have to hope. Really? I was gonna say that I get through the tiny hole that I've made, but somehow I managed to land on top of it. Oh, well, that was amazing. I don't suppose there's any way for me to enter this from here, is there? I feel like I wasn't supposed to land like this. No. Perfect! Woo! All right, yeet my way out. It took me a second to find out where the actual checkpoint is, but right there. Checkpoint. What is this? Oh, I got a real car. Oh, never mind. Isn't this the Anesthesia Coaster? You know, the roller coaster where the circles get smaller and smaller until eventually you just die from the G-forces? Great. Also, I looked at the license plate. I wish I hadn't. All right, let's do it. Oh, hey, at least it starts me off with a checkpoint. I appreciate that my... Why is there a random person on the tracks? Hold on. I appreciate that my good friend, the turbines are here. Do you have something to say? Closed. Oh, really? Hold on. You must not know about the health benefits of Sprunk. I missed him. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Boop. It just looks like he's sunning himself now. Hold on. Let me get lined up here for this. And 4! Got him. All right, so now I have to watch out so I don't end up hitting. Oh, yeah. Oh, this thing. Oh, God. Why was the ocean vomiting at me? I think it's the flu or something. Okay, through here, no problem. Down here. There's a wind turbine. I'm gonna land this on the roadway. Watch, ready? I'm not even touching the controller. Boom. Perfect landing. 10 out of 10. I think I may have killed a lady. Okay, this is a little more legit than I had anticipated. Down, up. Oh boy, down. Oh God. Patience. Patience is how you defeat this board. I have to run that poor guy over every time I do this. All right, now somewhere there is an extra turbine coming through the ground. All right, so there's the water spout. Is this a violent water spout or just is an average water spout? I think it just looks that way. Up here. All right, now here it is, here it is. Wait for it, wait for it. Now, go out! All right, let my tires dance a jig on the dead guy's head and through the water spout. The water spout's violet too, I was wrong. I think I finally knocked him off the tracks. This roller coaster portion is actually a lot worse than I gave it credit for. I'd rather do one of the loops again. Ow. Oh yeah. Oh, this is beautiful. The Swan of Violence. Nice. I probably should have slowed down there. The big issue I'm having is I need speed in order to get past the violent water spout. But if I have too much speed, then I launch off and I end up dying. So, All right, here's the plan. Ready? We're gonna go, then we're gonna just throw on the e-brake. It's the only thing I can think of. So, go, and then e-brake. No! This car has seen better days. Okay, through, good, up. What a, whoa! Well, someone just died from what a, God. It ran right into the turbines. At least I'm not the only one. All right. Ow. Ah. Do a roller coaster, they said. It'll be fun, they said. I hate roller coasters now. It's just like being at the friggin' Jersey Shore. You ride a roller coaster and you leave with a bloody nose and no wallet. Perfect. Slow down. Don't get my scalp ripped off by... Wow. Hold on. There is no margin of error here. Oh, thank God, a checkpoint. What is happening? What is this glitch fest down here? This actually looks a lot easier than I think I give it credit for. The only problem is there's water on the bottom. So I do have to blast through it. Not yet, now. There it is. Got it. And checkpoint. All right, I'm trading in the Deathmobile for another roller coaster. This one is looking, well, first off, it's looking pretty beat up. Also, I have to mention something real quick. Where does this go to? It just disappears into the atmosphere. I'm sure it's going to be fine. Oh no, it's not fine at all. Okay, it's a roller coaster. It's fine, it'll stick. It's fine, okay. And then I don't know what this is. This check, oh sweet, a checkpoint, yeah! Helicopter, do not come too close. I can't actually guarantee your safety. This is really narrow. This is really narrow. Uh-huh, I have no idea. But it's working. I'm still alive. I can't see anything. This is the actual definition of anxiety. I know it's red, white, and blue, but honestly, it's mostly just red from all of the blood. Uh-huh. Oh, the Kraken. No joke, the Kraken has become one of like my mortal enemies at this point. I don't actually know what a Kraken eats, but it's me. I'm high in fiber, so I guess it makes sense. Where am I going? I don't know where I am. Oh. What's with the curl? Ah! Oh my God. Okay, that worked out surprisingly well. Oh, I have done this over 100 times at this point. Doing this loop into this transition right here and then keeping it on the right. Getting enough air! Yes, this is happening. This is happening. Yeah! Get away from my roller coaster. I swear to God. All right, you know what? Here's what we're doing. There, you got a close-up look at it. You like it? How about you two? Yeah, you like the roller coaster? Everyone's happy? Everyone loves roller coasters? I don't anymore. Oh, there's a boost here. Sweet. This roller coaster and I have been through a lot, you can tell. And go. And thus I finally get to go to the bottom of the ocean and drown to death after fighting the octopus of vengeance. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of GTA. Till next time, stay foxy, much love.